Hello, dear students and friends. I am Professor Dinesh Patel, working as an assistant professor at JG College of Commerce, Ahmedabad, India. The topic which we are covering today is the part of Gujarat University syllabus, Ahmedabad, from FY BCom Semester 1. The name of the paper is Principle of Economics 1. The topic which we are covering today is the factor affecting price elasticity of demand, which is a very important topic and it is frequently asked in the university exam. So before we start discussing which are the factors which affecting demand, let's discuss the difference between the law of demand and elasticity of demand. It is very important to know the difference between the law of demand and elasticity of demand. So first we will discuss what is law of demand, we will discuss elasticity of demand, and we will see what is the difference between these two. So according to law of demand, when we keep the sum of the other factor which affects demand constant, then there is inverse relationship between the price and demand. Now here important thing is what you mean by inverse relationship. The inverse relationship in the law of demand states when the price of the demand increases, the demand falls, and when the price falls, demand rises. This happens only when the factors which affects demand except price will remain constant. So the law of demand shows us the direction of change in which the quantity demand will respond to change in price. While the elasticity of demand shows us the extent at which the quantity of demand will change in response to change in its price. तो यहाँ पे कहने का मतलब ये है कि लॉ ऑफ डिमांड एक तरह से एक जनरल स्टेटमेंट है जहाँ पे बोला गया है कि जब अदर फैक्टर कांस्टेंट रहते हैं तो प्राइस और डिमांड के बीच में इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप होता है. इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप का क्या मतलब होता है कि जब प्राइस इंक्रीज होगी तो डिमांड डिक्रीज होगी और प्राइस डिक्रीज होगी तो डिमांड इंक्रीज होगी. बट the law of demand does not show us that if there is some percentage change in price, due to that how much percentage the demand will change. यानी अगर प्राइस में थोड़ा बहुत भी चेंज होता है तो उसकी वजह से डिमांड में चेंज जरूर होगा, लेकिन वो कितने परसेंटेज होगा, that can be explained only with the help of elasticity of demand. So this is the basic difference between the law of demand and the elasticity of demand. What is the difference? The difference is the law of demand states the change in price will result in change in demand. But how much change in price will result how much change in demand, that can be measured only with the help of elasticity of demand. And the another thing is this elasticity of demand concept is very useful for the producer, for the seller, as well as for the government, because with the help of elasticity of demand, they can predict the changes which are coming in the future and they can plan the policy accordingly. Now we will discuss which are the types of elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand types has been classified into 4 categories. The first type is price elasticity of demand. The second type is income elasticity of demand. The third type is cross elasticity of demand, and the fourth type is advertisement elasticity of demand. In the price elasticity of demand, we measure or the extent of change in demand due to change in price. In the income elasticity of demand, we measure the change in demand due to change in income of the consumer. In cross elasticity of demand, again we measure the change in demand due to change in price. But here the products are not same. We have to take 2 type of products, the product X and product Y. Suppose the product X and Y can be substitute good also, or it can be complementary good also. In the advertisement elasticity of demand, we show the change in demand due to change in advertisement cost. Now we will discuss what is the meaning of price elasticity of demand. The price elasticity of demand measures the proportionate or the percentage change in quantity demanded due to percentage change in price. It means प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड क्या मेजर करता है? प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड ये मेजर करता है कि अगर किसी चीज की प्राइस में कोई भी परसेंटेज चेंज आता है तो उसकी वजह से डिमांड में भी परसेंटेज चेंज आएगा. दैट कैन बी मेजर with the help of price elasticity of demand. In other words, we can say that price elasticity of demand, it means it shows the responsiveness of change in demand due to change in price. It means अगर किसी commodity की price में change आता है तो उसकी वजह से उसकी demand में जो change आता है वो कितने % change आएगा, that can be measured with the help of price elasticity of demand. If we say about formula, then the formula for price elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity of commodity X divided by percentage change in price of commodity X. So here the product is same. We are taking the quantity demanded of X and we are taking the percentage change in price of X also. At a numerator, as you can see, we always write the percentage change in quantity demanded, and at the denominator side, we always write the change in price in case of price elasticity of demand. Now, for more clarification, let's have one example how price elasticity of demand will work. Here you can see the example. Suppose if price is rising by 10%, then what will happen to demand? We all know that according to law of demand, whenever the price is changing by 10%, the demand will change. It means here in this case, when the price is rising by 10%, definitely because of the inverse relationship between the price and demand, the demand will fall. But the elasticity of demand is very important to measure at what extent the demand will change due to change of price of 10%. So when the price of the demand, price of the commodity changes or rises by 10%, how much the demand will change? Suppose the demand can be changed by more than 10%, it can be changed less than 10%, or it can be changed equal to 10%. So if you want to know this, that because of the change in price of 10% or the rise of the price in 10% will result in change in demand by more than 10%, less than 10% or equal to 10%. If you want to measure that, we can only measure that with the help of price elasticity of demand. So we can say here that the price elasticity of demand measures the extent to which the demand will change due to change in its price. Now, what are the types of price elasticity of demand? The price elasticity of demand has 5 types. The first type is relatively elastic demand, which is known as price elasticity of demand is greater than 1. The another one is relatively inelastic demand, which is known as price elasticity of demand is less than 1. The third one is unitary elastic demand, which is known as price elasticity of demand is equal to 1. The fourth one is perfectly elastic demand, which is known as price elasticity of demand is equal to infinity. And the last one, perfectly inelastic demand, which is known as price elasticity of demand is equal to 0. So these are the 5 types. Price elasticity of demand is greater than 1, less than 1, equal to 1, infinity, and 0. Whenever we are going to discuss the factor affecting price elasticity of demand, before start learning factor affecting price elasticity of demand, it is very important for us to know what is the elastic demand and what is the inelastic demand. Why we should learn this? Because the factor which are affecting the demand in that answer, you are supposed to write down which are the factors affecting other products so that the demand of that product would be elastic or it would be inelastic. So first we will understand the concept, what is elastic demand and what is inelastic demand. So let's start with the elastic demand. Elastic demand is also known as relatively elastic demand, or it is known as more elastic demand. The price elasticity of demand in case of elastic demand is always greater than 1. Now what do you mean by elastic demand? Elastic demand, it means, here you can see symbolically percentage change. This delta represents change and this D stands for demand and X is the product. At the same time, here the percentage sign is there, the delta represents change, P is our price and the X is our commodity. So what do you mean by elastic demand? The elastic demand, it means when percentage change in demand of X commodity is greater than percentage change in price of X commodity. So the demand would be elastic only when the percentage change in demand of X must be greater than the percentage change in price of X. As it is clearly mentioned here, you can read it out. When a proportionate or percentage change in quantity demanded is more than proportionate change in price, we can say that the demand is an elastic demand. So elastic demand हम किसको बोलेंगे? जहां पे percentage change in demand of X is greater than percentage change in price of X. For more clarification, let's take one example. Suppose the initial price of the commodity is rupees 100. At that time, the initial quantity demanded is 200. Now suppose the price will change. So we will get a new price. The initial price was 100 rupees. Now we will get the new price. The new price is rupees 75. So if we measure the percentage change, which is coming by changing in price, that is the percentage change in price of X is 25%. When the price falls from 100 to 75, we will get a new price, and the difference between these two shows us that the price is changing or falling by 25%. Same way, our original quantity demanded is 200 units, and now because of the new price or the change in the price, the demand will also change. So when the price of the commodity falls or changes from 100 to 75, the quantity demanded will also increase or change from 200 to 300 units. So here if you measure the change which comes under the change in the quantity demanded from 200 to 300 units, it is around 50%. So here we can clearly see that here the percentage change in price of X is only 25%, while the percentage change in demand of X is around 50%. So which one is greater? Definitely the change in demand of X is 50% is greater than the change in the price of X, that is 25%. So if we write it down with the help of this equation, we will see that the price elasticity of demand is equal to what? As we seen in the formula, that price elasticity of demand is equal to what? Percentage change in demand of X divided by percentage change in price of X. So if we write down these numbers in this equation, we will find that at the numerator we have to measure the percentage change in demand of X, which is 50% here. So at the numerator we will write down 50, and at the denominator side we will measure the percentage change in price of X, and the percentage change in price of X is 25% here. So here we will now write down 25. So whenever the numerator is greater than the denominator, we know that the answer is always greater than 1. So here the price elasticity of demand is greater than 1. So whenever the price elasticity of demand is greater than 1, we always say that the demand is elastic demand. And why it is elastic? Because in this case, the percentage change in demand of X is always greater than percentage change in price of X. So here, whenever the answer is greater than 1, it is elastic demand. So we can say that demand is more responsive here to change in price. Now we will discuss what is inelastic demand. As we discuss in the elastic demand, this inelastic demand is totally opposite from elastic demand. In the inelastic demand, as you can see here, percentage change in demand of X is less than percentage change in price of X. So here, the percentage change in price of X is greater as compared to percentage change in demand of X commodity. तो यहाँ पे प्राइस का चेंज ज्यादा है और डिमांड का चेंज कम है, तो उसको हम कौन सी डिमांड बोल सकते हैं? इनइलास्टिक डिमांड. एंड हियर द प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड इज लेस देन 1. यानी जब भी प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड का जो आंसर है वो 1 से कम आएगा, दैट मींस इट इज इनइलास्टिक डिमांड. सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग? when percentage or the proportionate change in quantity demanded is less than proportionate change in price, we can say it is an inelastic demand. The same example we can show here. Suppose the initial price was rupees 100. At that time, the initial quantity demanded is 200 units. Now, suppose there is a change in the price. So we will get the new price. The price falls from 100 to 50. It means the change in the price is around 50%. And because of that, we will get the new demand. And that quantity demanded is 250 units. So here demand changes from 200 to 250 units, which is around 25%. And the change in the price from 100 to 50, which shows us it is a change of 50%. So which one is greater here? Definitely the percentage change in price of X, that is 50%, is greater than the percentage change in demand of X, that is 25%. As we mentioned in the elastic demand, let's see the formula. Price elasticity of demand is equal to what? Percentage change in demand of X divided by percentage change in price of X. So if we measure or we count this value in the formula, what we will get? The price elasticity of demand is equal to, here percentage change in demand of X is measured at a numerator side, and at a denominator we will measure the percentage change in price of X. So here the percentage change in price of X is 50%, which is our denominator, and the percentage change in demand of X, which is 25%, is our numerator. So whenever the numerator is less than the denominator, the answer is always less than 1. So here the price elasticity of demand is less than 1, and because here the price elasticity of demand is 0.5, which is less than 1. Whenever the price elasticity of demand is less than 1, it means it is an inelastic demand. और ये less than 1 आंसर कब आएगा? जब percentage change in price of X is greater than percentage change in demand of X. So now I hope that it is clear to you what is elastic and what is inelastic demand. Once again, let's discuss. Elastic, it means what? Elastic का मतलब ये होता है कि जब प्राइस में थोड़ा बहुत चेंज होगा तो उसकी वजह से डिमांड जो चेंज होगी वो बहुत ज्यादा होगी. यानी डिमांड का चेंज जब प्राइस से बहुत ज्यादा होगा तो उसको हम इलास्टिक डिमांड बोलेंगे. इन रिवर्स साइड इनइलास्टिक डिमांड हम किसको बोलेंगे? Inelastic demand means that demand where the percentage change in demand of commodity is less than percentage change in price. तो जब डिमांड में चेंज कम होगा ड्यू टू प्राइस चेंज तो उसको हम इनइलास्टिक डिमांड बोलेंगे, और जब डिमांड में चेंज ज्यादा होगा एज कंपेयर टू चेंज इन प्राइस, दैट विल बी कॉल्ड इलास्टिक डिमांड. Now we will discuss which are the factors affecting price elasticity of demand. As you can see here, there are so many various factors which will decide whether the elasticity of demand of those factors or those goods will be elastic or inelastic. The first thing here is the availability of close substitutes. The second thing is nature of commodity. The third factor is level of prices, which affects the elasticity of demand. The fourth one is postponement of consumption, number of uses, the proportion of total expenditure spent on the product, the level of income of the consumer, the habits, time period, consumer expectation about the future changes in prices, and the population. So these are the various factors which affect the price elasticity of demand and which will decide whether the commodity demand will be elastic or inelastic. So now let's discuss this all in detail. Here, for your more clarity and easiness, I have given some images also which are related to the topic. The first factor which affects elasticity of demand is the availability of close substitute goods. Now, before we start this, we must understand what you mean by close substitute goods. The substitute goods are those goods, or the close substitute goods are those goods which are closely substituted by each other or which can be used one for another. जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं इमेज के अंदर कॉफी एंड टी, कोक एंड पेप्सी, these are the close substitute products. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर हम कॉफी यूज नहीं कर सकते तो टी यूज करते हैं और टी की जगह पे हम कॉफी भी यूज कर सकते हैं. So here, in the case of availability of close substitute goods, we divided this into two parts. The first part is those goods in which there are more chances of having close substitutes. Their demand is always elastic demand. And those goods which are having less number of close substitutes, like salt, their demand is always inelastic demand. Now we will discuss it with the help of example. Suppose if we talk about the coffee and tea, in case of coffee, suppose if the price of the coffee will fall, what will happen to the demand of coffee and tea? अगर कॉफी की प्राइस थोड़ी सी भी कम होती है, ओके, तो कॉफी की डिमांड जो है वो बढ़ जाती है और लोग जो पहले चाय पीते थे, नाउ दे विल शिफ्ट देयर डिमांड टुवर्ड्स कॉफी. तो जब लोगों के पास बहुत सारे ऑप्शन होते हैं, किसी चीज के क्लोज सब्स्टिट्यूट होते हैं, तो लोग राह नहीं देखते हैं. जैसे ही किसी प्रोडक्ट की प्राइस चेंज होती है, या तो इंक्रीज होती है या डिक्रीज होती है, उसकी वजह से कस्टमर के पास अगर दूसरा कोई ऑप्शन है, तो दे कैन मूव देयर डिमांड फ्रॉम वन प्रोडक्ट टू अनदर प्रोडक्ट. दैट इज ओनली पॉसिबल व्हेन देयर आर मोर नंबर ऑफ क्लोज सब्स्टिट्यूट्स आर अवेलेबल. तो यहाँ पे इलास्टिक डिमांड हम किसको बोलेंगे? इलास्टिक डिमांड का मतलब अभी हमने सीखा है. इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि अगर प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी चेंज होता है तो उसकी वजह से डिमांड बहुत ज्यादा चेंज होती है. दैट हैपेंस विद द हेल्प विद टी एंड कॉफी एंड पेप्सी एंड कोक, बिकॉज टी और कॉफी और पेप्सी और कोक बोथ आर क्लोज सब्स्टिट्यूट टू ईच अदर. अगर टी या कॉफी की प्राइस में कोई भी चेंज आता है तो उसकी डिमांड में भी बहुत ज्यादा चेंज आएगा. व्हाई? बिकॉज पीपल विल शिफ्ट their demand from coffee to either tea or tea to coffee, whichever is cheaper to them or beneficial to them. Same with the Pepsi and Coke. अगर पेप्सी की प्राइस बढ़ जाती है तो उसकी डिमांड कम हो जाएगी. Why? Because the peoples are having option to shift their demand from Pepsi to Coke. तो अगर किसी चीज के बहुत सारे सब्स्टिट्यूट अवेलेबल है मार्केट में, तो होगा क्या? अगर उसकी प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी चेंज आता है तो people will ready to change their demand or divert their demand from one product to another product or from one substitute to another substitute. That is why their demand is always elastic. In the opposite side, when some of the products are having less number of close substitutes, like for example salt, which is given in the image. Salt के option कितने हैं? I am not talking about the use of salt. सॉल्ट बहुत सारी जगह में खाना बनाने में यूज हो सकता है, बट सॉल्ट के ऑप्शन कितने हैं हमारे पास? मे बी वन और नॉट. हो सकता है कि ब्लैक सॉल्ट मे बी द ऑप्शन ऑफ सॉल्ट, अदरवाइज देयर इज नो क्लोज सब्स्टिट्यूट. तो सॉल्ट ऐसी चीज है जहां पे हम हमारी डिमांड को शिफ्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो अगर सॉल्ट की प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी चेंज आएगा, either the price of the salt will increase or decrease, the demand of the people will remain almost same, because people do not have any other close substitute where they can shift their demand. तो यहाँ पे जितने क्लोज सब्स्टिट्यूट कम होंगे उतना डिमांड में चेंज ज्यादा आएगा, इसलिए उसकी डिमांड इनइलास्टिक रहती है. और ऐसे प्रोडक्ट के जहां पे जिसके क्लोज सब्स्टिट्यूट ज्यादा अवेलेबल है, तो पीपल्स आर गोइंग टू शिफ्ट देयर डिमांड, सो इट इज नोन एज इलास्टिक डिमांड. The other factor is nature of commodity. Now, as you can see here, I have divided the nature of commodity into three categories. The first one is necessity of goods, the second is comfort goods, and the third one is luxurious goods. So these are the basic three types of nature of goods. Now we will discuss separately. What you mean by necessary good first? The necessary goods are those goods without which the life is not possible, the survival of human is not possible, and we need that at any cost of price. क्योंकि ये जो चीजें हैं like food and medicine, as you can see in the picture, तो फूड और मेडिसिन ऐसी चीजें हैं जो लाइफ नेसेसरी है, ह्यूमन सर्वाइवल के लिए बहुत जरूरी है, उसके बिना हम रह नहीं सकते हैं. तो जिसके बिना हम रह नहीं सकते हैं, अगर सपोज मार्केट में फूड की प्राइस या मेडिसिन की प्राइस अगर थोड़ी सी भी इंक्रीज होती है, तो उसकी डिमांड में ज्यादा चेंज नहीं आएगा, बिकॉज दीज आर द प्रोडक्ट विच आर नेसेसिटी फॉर ह्यूमन लाइफ. तो अगर इनकी प्राइस इंक्रीज भी होती है तो भी लोग इसको खरीदेंगे ही, क्योंकि ये जिंदगी जीने के लिए बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. तो इसकी डिमांड में ज्यादा चेंज आता नहीं है, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज इन इलास्टिक डिमांड. The another thing is comfort goods. Their demand always remains elastic. Now, what do you mean by comfort goods? Comfort goods are those goods which will make our life more happier, but these are not necessary for our life. So the demand can be postponed. तो जिसकी भी डिमांड हम पोस्टपोन कर सकते हैं, थोड़े दिनों के लिए टाल सकते हैं, उसकी डिमांड हमेशा इलास्टिक रहती है. और ये जो नेसेसरी गुड्स है उसको हम पोस्टपोन नहीं कर सकते हैं. फूड हमें चाहिए तो चाहिए ही होता है, मेडिसिन चाहिए तो चाहिए होता है, एट द टाइम चाहिए होता है, तो देयर डिमांड कैन नॉट बी पोस्टपोन, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज इलास्टिक. एंड हियर द कंफर्ट गुड्स which makes the life happier but it is not necessary for the life, but their demand can be postponed, so their demand is always elastic. क्योंकि अगर फैन और टीवी की अगर आप बात करें, उसकी प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी चेंज आएगा तो पीपल विल रन टू बाय दैट प्रोडक्ट लाइक फैन, टीवी एंड रेफ्रिजरेटर. तो अगर उसकी प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी चेंज आता है तो उसकी डिमांड में बहुत ज्यादा चेंज आने के चांसेस रहते हैं. The third one is luxurious goods. Now, what do you mean by luxurious goods? Luxurious goods are those goods which are very costly, which makes our life most comfortable, and generally it is purchased by the which kind of people? Rich people. But nowadays, when the income of the people rises or when the price falls, the middle class people or the upper middle class people are also looking to buy the luxurious goods. तो luxurious goods के केस में क्या होता है, एक तो ये बहुत महंगी आती है, इसका भी पोस्टपोन आप कर सकते हो. These are not life necessary, but it makes life more comfortable. जैसे कि ज्वेलरी है, स्पोर्ट्स कार है, ये सारी चीजें किसके अंडर में आती है? लग्जूरियस गुड्स के अंदर आती है. तो लग्जूरियस गुड्स के केस में क्या होगा, अगर लग्जूरियस गुड्स की प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी फॉल आता है या चेंज आता है, तो उसकी वजह से those earlier which are not planning to buy this product, now they are ready to buy. तो जो खरीदने वाले थे लग्जूरियस गुड्स को वो तो खरीदेंगे ही, पर साथ साथ जो नहीं खरीदने वाले थे वो प्राइस डिक्रीज होने की वजह से नहीं खरीदने वाले भी खरीदने लगेंगे, तो डिमांड में बहुत ज्यादा चेंज आएगा. सो यहाँ पे उसकी डिमांड क्या रहेगी? मोर इलास्टिक डिमांड. सो इन केस ऑफ नेसेसरी गुड्स, बिकॉज इट इज लाइफ नेसेसरी, विदाउट इट द लाइफ इज नॉट पॉसिबल, इट कैन नॉट बी पोस्टपोन्ड, तो यहाँ पे डिमांड इनइलास्टिक रहेगी. Comfortable goods which make life happier but we can postpone, and we can respond if there is a change in price, so its demand will remain elastic. A luxurious good, as we know that it is very costly, so whenever the price is falling, people will rush to buy that product, and because of that, the demand will change. The third very important point or the factor is level of prices. Now the level of price is again divided into three categories. First is very high price goods, second is middle range price goods, and the third is very low price goods. First we will discuss the very high price goods. What we mean by very high price goods? Very high price goods are generally luxurious goods, like for example diamonds. Their demand generally remains inelastic. Why it is so? First, the diamond is a very expensive good, and generally it is purchased by the rich people, and they are not very sensitive towards the changes in the price. Generally diamond rich लोग ही खरीदते हैं और उनको प्राइस से ज्यादा कुछ फर्क पड़ता नहीं है. तो चाहे डायमंड की प्राइस इंक्रीज होती हो या थोड़ी सी डिक्रीज होती हो, they will keep buying at the same rate. तो उसके लिए उसकी डिमांड कैसी रहती है? इनइलास्टिक रहती है. But if we talk about the middle range price goods, the demand will remain elastic. Like for example, cloth and food. Food और cloth ऐसी चीज है जो ना तो बहुत ज्यादा महंगा है ना बहुत सस्ता है. That is why we keep it under the middle range price goods. In this case, अगर cloth और food की price थोड़ी सी भी कम होती है, तो people will have chance to save some money, especially the middle class people. So people will again go and buy the products. तो अगर क्लोथ और फूड जैसी मिडल रेंज प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी प्राइस में चेंज आता है, तो उसकी वजह से people are ready to buy more products. That is why their demand remains elastic. And the third one, which is known as very low price goods, their demand also remains inelastic. Like for example, needle and matchbox or the salt. अब ये needle और matchbox ऐसी चीजें हैं which are very low price goods. Hardly we spend 10 rupees or 20 rupees per month on these goods. So this can be called very low price goods. So these are the very inexpensive goods, which and the people do not bother with the changes in the price of these goods because these are very cheap or very low price goods. अगर matchbox या needle की जो price है, suppose 20 rupees price है, तो 20 रुपीज से अगर वो 25 रुपीज भी हो जाता है या 20 से उसका प्राइस घटकर 18 या 70 रुपीज भी हो जाता है, तो पीपल विल नॉट रश टू बाय दैट प्रोडक्ट, क्योंकि इसकी जो प्राइस है वो बहुत ही कम है. तो इसके अंदर अगर प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी चेंज आता है तो उसकी डिमांड में ज्यादा चेंजेस आने के चांसेस कम है, बिकॉज इट विल नॉट अफेक्ट पीपल मोर. बट दीज टू गुड्स, this one middle class range price goods, this will affect the people, so the demand will elastic. And these are very high price goods which are generally purchased by the rich people, and the rich people are having enough money and they do not bother about the price tags, so their demand will remain inelastic. The another factor is postponement of consumption. This is very important. As we discussed in the first factor, that the medicine and food are the necessity of the goods in which the postponement is not possible. Like here you can see the life-saving drugs and the foods are given. So life-saving drugs, and in the case of life-saving drugs and food, the postponement is not possible because their demand is urgent demand and it cannot be postponed. But if we talk about the goods like car or a soft drink, then these are not necessity for life. Without this, the life can be possible, life can be survived. So if the price of the car, suppose for example, increases, then people will may possible that they will postpone their demand for few days or few months. Suppose in India, whenever the people want to buy a car, generally they wait for some of their festival offers, the Republic Day offer, the Independence Day offer, or the Diwali offer. Why they are waiting for it? Because they know during this time there will be some discounts. So जहां पे भी हमको लगता है कि हम हमारी चीज को खरीदने में थोड़ा सा टाल सकते हैं या चीजों को पोस्टपोन कर सकते हैं खरीदने के लिए, तो हम क्या करेंगे, जैसे ही कार की प्राइस कम होगी तो हम उसको खरीदेंगे, लेकिन अगर जैसे ही कार की प्राइस ज्यादा हो जाएगी तो विल पोस्टपोन द डिमांड फॉर फ्यू डेज। तो इसकी वजह से डिमांड में चेंज क्या हो जाता है, ज्यादा हो जाता है। पर इन केस ऑफ मेडिसिन एंड फूड दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल, बिकॉज फूड और मेडिसिन की प्राइस चाहे इंक्रीज हो या डिक्रीज हो, हमको जितनी चाहिए उतनी लेनी ही पड़ती है, एंड वी कैन नॉट पोस्टपोन द डिमांड ऑफ दिस गुड्स। इसीलिए चाहे इनकी प्राइस में कितना सा भी चेंज आए, इसकी डिमांड में ज्यादा चेंज नहीं आ सकता है, बिकॉज इट कैन नॉट बी पोस्टपोन। दैट इज व्हाई द डिमांड इज inelastic. The another point is number of uses. Now in case of number of uses, we divided the number of uses of commodity into two categories: more number of uses of a commodity and the less number of uses of a commodity. Those commodity which can be used for more than one purpose or for many purposes, it can be said that their demand is always elastic. And those goods which has very less number of uses, their demand is always remains inelastic. Now let's take an example. Which are the goods which has more number of uses? We can take the example of electricity, milk as well as coal. हम सबको पता है कि कोल, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कैसी चीज है जिसका एक जगह पे यूज नहीं होता है, मल्टीपर्पस यूज होता है, अलग अलग जगह पे यूज होता है। सपोज if we talk about the electricity, so whenever the price of the electricity is increasing, or if the electricity is costly, what will people do? People will set some priority earlier. तो लोग क्या करेंगे, सबसे पहले अगर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की प्राइस बढ़ती है तो लोग उसको उसी जगह पे यूज करेंगे जहां पे उसका यूज उनको ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट लगता हो। बट जैसे ही इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का प्राइस क्या होगा, कम होगा, what will they do? They will not use now for necessary use like industrial and lighting, but जैसे ही उसकी प्राइस फॉल होगी, they will use the electricity not only for the purpose of industrial and lighting, but also they will use for the AC and heat converter. तो in this case, क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का यूज जो है वो एक से ज्यादा पॉसिबल है, इसका मतलब ये है कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मल्टीपर्पस यूज है, तो जैसे ही उसकी प्राइस फॉल होगी उसकी डिमांड भी बढ़ेगी, क्योंकि पहले हम जिस चीज में उसको यूज नहीं करते थे लाइक एसी एंड हीट कन्वर्टर, अभी उसमें भी हम उसको यूज करने लगेंगे। तो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है, कोल है, इन सब चीजों में डिमांड जनरली कैसी रहती है, इलास्टिक रहती है, बिकॉज अर्लियर वी आर यूजिंग इट फॉर अ बेटर यूज और फॉर वन यूज, बट वंस द प्राइस ऑफ दैट कमोडिटी विल रिड्यूस, we will not use it in a priority use, but we will use it for other uses also. In opposite side, those goods which are less number of uses, like if we talk about salt, if we talk about pencil, तो पेंसिल और सॉल्ट का जनरली हम लोग ज्यादा यूज नहीं करते हैं, या उनका यूज कितनी जगह पे होता है, एक जगह पे या दो जगह पे या बहुत कम जगह पे। तो जहां पे भी उसका यूज कम होगा तो उसकी डिमांड में चेंजेस होने के चांसेस भी बहुत कम है, क्योंकि जो लोग जितना पहले पेंसिल खरीदते थे, जितना पहले सॉल्ट खरीदते थे, अगर पेंसिल या सॉल्ट की प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी चेंज आएगा तो ऐसा नहीं होगा कि पीपल विल यूज दिस पेंसिल एंड सॉल्ट फॉर अदर यूजेस। वो पहले जितनी जगह पे यूज करते थे आज भी उतनी ही जगह पे यूज करेंगे। हो सकता है कि उसकी डिमांड में थोड़ा बहुत चेंज आ जाए, पर बहुत ज्यादा चेंज आना पॉसिबल नहीं है। सो इन केस ऑफ मोर नंबर ऑफ यूजेस द डिमांड इज इलास्टिक, and in case of less number of uses the demand is inelastic. Now the another factor is proportion of total expenditure spent on the product. It means we all know कि हमारे सबके घर का एक particular budget होता है, and we are dividing that particular budget of rupees on so many different type of goods. कुछ चीजें ऐसी होती है कि जो हमारे घर का बजट जो है, या हम लोग जिसके ऊपर टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर ज्यादा खर्च करते हैं, और कुछ चीजें ऐसी सस्ती भी मिल जाती है कि जिसके ऊपर हमारे घर का जो टोटल बजट है उसका बहुत ही कम पैसा खर्च होता है। सो हियर व्हाट वी आर सपोज्ड टू डिस्कस इज We will divide the proportion of total expenditure on product into two categories. One, the smaller the proportion of total expenditure spent on the goods, and another is large the proportion of total expenditure spent on the goods. In the small proportion of total expenditure spent on the good, the elasticity of demand will remain inelastic. And the demand for those goods where we are spending large amount of total expenditure of our budget, the demand for those goods are elastic demand. Now take the example. Suppose if we talk about the salt and needle and matchbox as it is seen in the images. तो सॉल्ट और मैच बॉक्स के पीछे एज आई डिस्कस अर्लियर हम लोग एक महीने में कितने रुपए खर्च करते होंगे? हार्डली वी स्पेंड 20-30 rupees. And so we can say that because the salt and matchbox is very cheap goods and we are going to spend a very small amount of our total expenditure on it, whether the price of the salt or matchbox increases or decreases, it will not affect us more. So their demand will not change so much. So their demand will remain inelastic. But if we talk about the goods like clothes and food, then most of our house budget or the total expenditure are on these two goods, that is the clothes and food. And whenever the price of this clothes and food has been changing, what will happen? Our total expenditure will also change. तो अगर हम बात करें कि क्लोथ और फूड के पीछे हम लोग टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर ज्यादा खर्च करते हैं, तो जैसे ये चीजें सस्ती होती है, वी आर ट्राइंग टू बाय मोर प्रोडक्ट्स ऑफ दिस. सो ये हमारे टोटल एक्सपेंडिचर का ज्यादा हिस्सा खर्च कर देती है, इसीलिए दीज आर मोर प्राइस सेंसिटिव. इसकी प्राइस जैसे ही कम होगी, people will go and purchase more food and more clothes. तो इसकी डिमांड में चेंजेस आने के चांसेस ज्यादा है as compared to change in price. That is why the demand is elastic demand. The another factor is level of income. Level of income has been again divided into two categories. One is very high level of income and another is very low level of income. As you can see here, whenever the income of the people is very high, their demand remains inelastic, and if the very low income group is there, their demand remains elastic. How it is possible? Now, generally the very high level of income people, as you can see in the image, Mukesh Ambani, who is one of the richest person of the world or in India, these kind of rich peoples are not very much influenced by the changes in price. अगर ये लोग जो प्रोडक्ट खरीदते हैं उसकी प्राइस में थोड़ा बहुत भी चेंज आ जाता है, तो ये लोग अपनी डिमांड को ज्यादा चेंज नहीं करते हैं, बिकॉज दे आर नॉट वेरी मच सेंसिटिव टुवर्ड्स द प्राइस. प्राइस इनको ज्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं करती बिकॉज दे आर वेरी रिच पीपल्स. तो चाहे प्रोडक्ट की प्राइस इंक्रीज हो या डिक्रीज हो, द डिमांड विल ऑलमोस्ट रिमेन सेम, और देयर इज अ स्लाइट चेंज इन देयर डिमांड ड्यू टू चेंज इन प्राइस. That is why their demand remains inelastic. In the opposite side, when the income of the people is very low, like very poor people, middle class people, they are very price sensitive towards the goods. Because they have limited money, they are poor, their income is very low. So whenever the price of the commodity falls, they rush to buy the products because they find it cheap and they can have the some chance to save the money. तो जैसे ही वेरी लो इनकम ग्रुप को चांस दिखता है कि प्रोडक्ट की प्राइस कम हो गई है, वो लोग ज्यादा चीजें खरीदते हैं, तो प्राइस में थोड़ा सा भी चेंज आने की वजह से डिमांड में बहुत ज्यादा चेंज आ जाता है. दैट इज व्हाई देयर डिमांड रिमेन्स इलास्टिक. The another point or the factor is habits. Now we all know that some of the peoples are habituated with some of the goods and some of may not. So some products which are not essential for some individuals, maybe they are essential for others. If you talk about the wine, then those who are drinking the wine, for them it is essential product might be, but those who are not habituated with that, for them it is not an essential product. Here, the individuals are habituated with the commodity, and if they are habituated with product like alcohol, tobacco, and cigarette, their demand will remain inelastic because these peoples are already habituated and they cannot change their habit within a very short period of time. So even if the government will put some taxes on the wine or on the tobacco or on the cigarette, but because these peoples are habituated, they cannot reduce their demand will be continuous. तो अगर सिगरेट है, तंबाकू है या फिर शराब है, इसकी प्राइस चाहे इंक्रीज भी हो जाए तो भी जो लोग इसकी जिनको इनकी आदत पड़ चुकी है, दोज हु आर हैबिट्यूटेड, वो उसकी डिमांड ज्यादा कम नहीं कर पाते हैं, इसीलिए उसकी डिमांड कैसी रहती है, इनइलास्टिक। बिकॉज इनइलास्टिक डिमांड किसको बोलते हैं, प्राइस में कितना भी चेंज हो जाए डिमांड उसकी वजह से ज्यादा चेंज नहीं होती है। दैट इज व्हाई दोज हु आर हैबिट्यूटेड, their demand is always inelastic demand. The another factor is time period. Now, price elasticity of demand is always related to a time period. The time period can be a day, week, month, or a year, or it can be several year period also. Now, the time period is divided into two categories. One is for long time period and another is for short time period. In the long time period, people will have the sufficient time to wait and postpone and repurchase the goods. So their demand will remain elastic. Like if people want to buy the house or the car, then they have sufficient time. They will get the long time of period. They will wait till the price will fall. They will try to purchase the house and car only when the price of those goods will fall. So these goods are very sensitive towards price change. Yes. So जब time period आपको long time period मिलता है तो every changes are possible. Why every changes are possible? Because in the long period people will have sufficient time to wait for the product. अगर इनकी प्राइस बढ़ जाती है तो people थोड़े टाइम के लिए अपनी परचेस पोस्टपोन कर सकते हैं, जबकि if we talk about the short time period demands, like in case of medicine, जब किसी इंसान को मेडिसिन की जरूरत होती तो उसको वो तभी चाहिए होती है. He cannot wait for long period of time. He cannot postpone. So he need that good within a short period of time at any price. So अगर मेडिसिन की प्राइस चाहे इंक्रीज भी हो जाए, पर बिकॉज इसकी डिमांड शॉर्ट टाइम पीरियड डिमांड में होती है, इमीडिएट होती है, पोस्टपोन नहीं हो सकती है, इसलिए उसकी डिमांड ज्यादा चेंज नहीं होगी. दैट इज व्हाई देयर डिमांड इज inelastic demand. The another factor is consumer expectation about the future change in price. Now sometimes there are some rumors in the market that the price of the product will fall or rise in the future, and according to the basis of expectation of the future price change, the demand will change in the present. Like if we talk about the petrol price, then suppose if consumer believe that the price of the good will be higher in the future, अगर लोगों को ऐसा पता चले कि पेट्रोल का प्राइस फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है, बढ़ने वाला है, तो लोग आज ही जाके अपना टैंक फुल करवाएंगे, या फिर लोग क्या करेंगे, जितना उनको जरूरत है उससे भी ज्यादा पेट्रोल भरवा लेंगे, बिकॉज प्राइस फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाली है, इंक्रीज होने वाली है. तो फ्यूचर में प्राइस इंक्रीज होने वाली, उसकी इफेक्ट प्रेजेंट के ऊपर क्या हुई, people will rush to fill the petrol at the petrol pump. तो रातों रात जो है पेट्रोल पंप के ऊपर पेट्रोल की डिमांड बढ़ जाएगी. तो जैसे ही फ्यूचर में प्राइस बढ़ने वाली है ऐसी अफवाह आएगी, क्या होगा, प्रेजेंट में डिमांड बहुत ज्यादा चेंज हो जाएगी. सो इन प्रेजेंट द डिमांड विल बी इलास्टिक. In a vice versa case, what will happen if the humor will come that in the future the price will reduce. तो अगर लोगों को पता चले कि कल से पेट्रोल सस्ता होने वाला है या 2-4 दिन के बाद सस्ता होने वाला है, तो लोग आज पेट्रोल उतना ही भरवाएंगे जितनी उनको जरूरत है, ज्यादा नहीं भरवाएंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि उनको पता है कि थोड़े दिन के बाद या 2-4 दिन के बाद या कल पेट्रोल की प्राइस क्या होने वाली है, कल होगी, कम होने वाली है. तो वो क्या करेंगे, आज जितनी जरूरत है उतना ही करेंगे. तो आज डिमांड में ज्यादा चेंज नहीं आएगा. चेंज कब आएगा, फ्यूचर में आएगा, क्योंकि पीपल वेट करेंगे कि कब पेट्रोल की प्राइस कम हो और हम पेट्रोल ROI. So जब फ्यूचर में हायर प्राइस चेंज का र्यूमर आता है तो इलास्टिक डिमांड रहता है, लोअर प्राइस का र्यूमर आएगा तो इन इलास्टिक डिमांड रहेगी. Now the another factor is population. As you can see in the image, if the country who is having growing population situation, ऐसा कंट्री के जहां पे पॉपुलेशन बहुत फास्ट ग्रो होती हो, वहां पे डिमांड के इलास्टिक रहने के चांसेस सबसे ज्यादा है. व्हाई? बिकॉज हायर द पॉपुलेशन, देयर विल बी हायर चांस ऑफ changing in the demand. As population increases, the demand also increases and changes very fastly, so it is elastic demand. But those countries where the population is increasing but at a very less rate, so their population rate is also under the control and their demand will not change as much as it is changing in those countries where the population is growing very fast. तो पॉपुलेशन जितनी बढ़ेगी उतने डिमांड के चेंजेस होने के चांसेस ज्यादा है. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज इलास्टिक डिमांड. पॉपुलेशन जितनी कम होगी या उसके इंक्रीज होने का रेट जितना कम होगा उतना ही डिमांड में चेंजेस कम आएगा. तो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज इन इलास्टिक डिमांड. सो नाउ लेट्स हैव अ क्विक रिव्यू ऑन which are the factor which affecting price elasticity of demand. This is the summary of all the points which we are discussing or which we have already discussed. So let's discuss it very quickly once again. So the first factor which we discussed is availability of close substitute. We divided that into two parts. That is more number of close substitute and the less number of close substitute. जब किसी चीज के substitute ज्यादा होता है like tea and coffee, तो उसका चांसेस रहता है इलास्टिक डिमांड का, क्योंकि एक चीज का प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस या डिमांड दूसरे को क्या करेगा, अफेक्ट करेगा. बट दोज गुड विच आर हैविंग लेस नंबर ऑफ क्लोज सब्स्टिट्यूट, तो वहां पे प्रोडक्ट का जो क्लोज सब्स्टिट्यूट है वो कम है. पीपल विल नॉट शिफ्ट देयर डिमांड टुवर्ड्स एनी अदर प्रोडक्ट, सो उनका डिमांड का चांसेस कम है चेंज होने का. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज इन इलास्टिक डिमांड. Another point is nature of commodity, which is divided into three categories: necessary goods, comfort goods, and luxury goods. As we see earlier, necessary goods which cannot be postponed, very necessary for life, तो उसकी डिमांड ज्यादा चेंज नहीं हो सकती. That is why it is inelastic. Comfort goods which makes life more happier, but it can be postponed, and those which can be postponed, we know that demand will remain elastic. The third one is luxurious goods. Luxurious goods are those goods which are very costly and the postponement is also possible. That is why their demand is elastic. The level of prices, that is the third factor. That is again divided into three categories: very high price good, middle range price goods, and very low price goods. When the price is very high, then generally those goods are purchased by rich people. So their demand is not changing too much. That is why it is inelastic. The middle range price, like food and clothes, they are very price sensitive, generally purchased by all the people, whether it is rich, poor, or middle class families. And very low price goods like salt, matchbox are not affecting people too much, so their demand will remain less change. That is why it is inelastic. Postponement of the consumption is the fourth factor. It is again divided into two categories. Postponement is possible and postponement is not possible. Wherever the postponement is possible, यानी जहां पे भी लोग अपनी चीज को खरीदने का जो टाइम है वो थोड़ा सा पोस्टपोन कर सकते हैं, उसकी डिमांड इलास्टिक रहती है. एंड इफ द पोस्टपोन इज नॉट पॉसिबल, इट इज इनइलास्टिक. नंबर ऑफ यूजेस, दैट इज द फिफ्थ पॉइंट. अगेन इट इज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू कैटेगरी: मोर नंबर ऑफ यूजेस एंड लेस नंबर ऑफ यूजेस. अगर किसी चीज का यूज ज्यादा है, जैसे कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और कोल, उसका डिमांड चेंजेस ज्यादा हो सकता है. दैट इज वाई इलास्टिक. अगर किसी चीज का लेस नंबर ऑफ यूजेस है, लाइक सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल सॉल्ट एंड पेंसिल, तो उसकी डिमांड क्या रहेगी, इनइलास्टिक, क्योंकि डिमांड में चेंजेस कम हो सकते हैं. Another thing is proportion of total expenditure spent on the product. We all have particular budget at our home, so some of the products where we are spending more and some of the product where we are spending on which we are spending less. जहाँ पे हमारा खर्चा ज्यादा होता है, ऐसी प्रोडक्ट के लिए हमारी डिमांड इलास्टिक रहती है, और जिसके पीछे हमारा खर्चा कम होता है उसके लिए हमारी डिमांड इनइलास्टिक रहती है. The level of income of the consumer is another point. That is again divided into two categories: very high level of income and very low level of income. Very high level of income, very rich people's not bother about the price, so their demand will remain unchanged or change at very low rate. That is why it is inelastic. And very low income group people, they are very price sensitive, so their demand will remain elastic. Habits: those people which are habituated towards some commodity like tobacco and other things, cigarettes, they are not able to change their demand even if the price will change, so their demand will remain inelastic. And those which are not habituated, they can change their demand according to the changes in price, so demand changes are more, so their demand will remain elastic. The time period is the next factor, which is again divided into two categories, which we just discussed earlier: the long time period and short time period. Within the long time period, you have more time to adjust yourself, and you can postpone the demand for some period of time. That is why the demand can be changed more. It is elastic. But within a short time period demand, like medicine, which you cannot postpone, which you need for within a time, it is urgent demand. That is why the demand remains inelastic. Another one is consumer expectation about the future price change. अगर कंज्यूमर को लगता है कि फ्यूचर में प्राइस हाई रहेगी किसी प्रोडक्ट की, तो वो अभी परचेस करना चालू कर देते हैं. ज्यादा परचेस करेंगे तो इलास्टिक रहेगी डिमांड इन प्रेजेंट. और अगर उनको लगता है कि फ्यूचर में किसी प्रोडक्ट की प्राइस कम होने वाली है, in that case they will stop buying the product presently, but they will purchase at the same quantity which they are purchasing earlier. So in present the demand will remain inelastic. And the last one, the population one. Higher the population, there are higher chances of changing in demand, so the demand will remain elastic. And those countries where the rate of the population is low or the population is very less, there are less chances of changing in demand in response to price. That is why the demand is inelastic. So these are the various factors which affect the price elasticity of demand. Now in the conclusion section, we can say that in studying the elasticity of demand, we cannot decisively say which factor is influencing the demand in a bigger way or in a smaller way. यानी कि हमने इस सारे फैक्टर में ये देखा कि ये सारे फैक्टर वो फैक्टर है जो इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड को डिसाइड करते हैं किसी भी प्रोडक्ट के लिए, कि अगर इन प्रोडक्ट का जो चेंज आएगा उसकी वजह से या तो किसी प्रोडक्ट की डिमांड या तो इलास्टिक रहेगी या इनइलास्टिक रहेगी. यानी प्राइस की चेंज होने की वजह से उनकी डिमांड या तो ज्यादा चेंज होगी तो वो इलास्टिक रहेगा, और अगर प्राइस चेंज होने की वजह से डिमांड में चेंज कम आता है एज कंपेयर टू प्राइस, तो उसको हम इनइलास्टिक बोलेंगे. So these are the factors which will decide whether the product demand will be elastic or inelastic. And last, the net result of the demand being either elastic or inelastic will depend on the interplay of these factors which are stated above. Thank you.